Hey, ho, ho, ho! It's the special Christmas week motivational drive-by. It is December 24th, Thursday, Christmas Eve. We've been talking about different aspects of the stress and anxiety and the pressures of the holiday. And I've saved something specific for today, because most everybody's either going to be doing a Christmas Eve family gathering or Christmas Day gathering. So you've got time to think this through. And the 2 points I'm going to talk about are the family pressures and the want to overachieve. Now, you may have already done the overachieving part, and this is something that, maybe keep in your mind for the past. Grandma did such and such. Your mom did such and such. So you feel obligated to do the same. Be it your mom, be it your dad, be it your grandpa, be your, it doesn't really matter. The situation is, times are different. And more than likely, grandma didn't work. Your mom may not have worked. Your mom, since your mom didn't work, she took care of certain things, so your dad had extra time to do things. If your father decorated the house like crazy, and for some reason you feel obligated to decorate the house like crazy, that might be just, there just may not be the time. You've got to prioritize and decide, what's more important, the people or the projects? I got the cat tree right here. We were starting to decorate. The cats were just getting into everything, so my daughter and I came to the realization that it was just crazy to get too crazy about it. So we kind of backed off on it. It's fine. It's wonderful. It's it's not an issue. But I don't know what the cat's doing. The cat is in the tree doing something right now. Yeah. So consequently, my point is, you have to prioritize. Do you spend crazy time doing stuff, or do you spend time with the family? Now, you've got people coming to your house tonight, tomorrow, don't know. How many parties have you thrown where you don't get to enjoy your guests because all you're doing is waiting on them hand and foot? Put the food out and let everybody help themselves. Have everybody help, have everybody put the food out, have everybody, set the tables, or even just do it buffet style. And even though that's not what mom did, that's not what grandma did, that's not what we've done in the past, enjoy the holidays. It's not there for you to serve. You need to participate. You need to share in the holiday. You need to get a little snockered. So keep that in mind. Change your idea. Maybe just have the stuff out, or let somebody else serve it. Or, there's all kinds of options. Think it through a little bit. It's your holiday too. I talk guys and girls too. It doesn't really matter. It works both ways. And then and this kind of slides us into the family pressure. I'm Polish. Polish, Greek, and Italian are three nationalities that very definitely have something in common. My family was never invited to a family gathering. We were told when the food was going to be served. You were expected to be there. Birthdays, anniversaries, baptisms, confirmations, weddings, positively funerals. Aunt Wanda would let you know when the food was going out, but you can get there anytime you want, but food is going out at 4:30. That was it. Period. I know I have, Italian friends. A friend of mine told me a story. Steve told me that he was in California at a trade show on a Saturday afternoon, and he got a phone call, And this, there's a screaming voice on the phone, and he finally realized it was his aunt. And he finally settled her down and said, Auntie, 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 what's the matter? And she was screaming at him, saying, you knew it was your cousin's communion party today. And he said, but Auntie, I'm in California. I'm at a trade show. I'm working. She said, you knew you could have made other arrangements. I really get that. And it's funny because that's how family can be. You've got to be a little bit leery of that. You've got to understand that it's the holidays. And, you have it's that circle thing I was talking about the other day. You have your close circle, which would be, husband and wife and kids, or maybe just you, or a brother, you have that small circle. And then the circle keeps getting bigger, where you have your, maybe your family. Then you have the first circle out is all your brothers and sisters. Next circle out is all your cousins. Next circle out is all your friends. Or you may have these I don't know how you draw your, little world. But the gist is, keep in mind how it all works, and be realistic. And that's, I think that's the biggest story. You could give yourself a heart attack over the holidays because you stress out. This has got to be perfect, and that's got to be perfect. Have you ever had a perfect holiday? What good stories would there be if it was perfect? That would be crazy. Every Christmas, every New Year, every birthday, every anniversary, there's something that went goofy. I remember one birthday I had. My birthday's the day after Christmas, so my birthday party was always the weekend after Christmas. We got all the snow. My father shoveled the street. The plow came by, but there was a lot of snow. He shoveled the street so my cousins and stuff could park. The day before, it rained the whole night, and by the time it stopped raining for when people showed up for my party, all the snow he shoveled was all melted. So he did all that work for nothing. I love him dearly for it. But my point is, it was crazy. It was a crazy thing to do. And how many times have you done that? So, this Christmas, make that list, check it twice, and be a little more realistic. Don't serve the 7-course meal. Have the 7-course buffet. Have people bring stuff. Call your friends, call your sister, your brother, your Aunt Wanda, and have them bring something. Have everybody bring something. Do a little potluck kind of thing so you can enjoy the holiday too. And that means, guys don't necessarily sit in front of the TV the whole time. Interact. There's children, there's wives, there's girlfriends, there's, all these people. It's a holiday. It's not an excuse to watch football or sports. Celebrate. Remember the Christmas state of mind. As always, have the most spectacular Christmas. Tomorrow I will be doing a Christmas Day deal that I haven't figured out what I'm doing yet, but we're going to talk about that because it'll be Christmas Day. And once again, you will probably take what I'm talking about today into heart for Christmas Day, but, I don't know. We'll see. And then we're going to start talking about New Year's. So, have a most spectacular Christmas tomorrow.